It's been 6 long years since the Sharks have won a game in Vancouver. That's a free one for you. And it's going to continue to stay that way until next season. Sharks lose this one. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about a press conference coming up. Maybe we'll get into the playoff picture and more. With 81 down, 1 to go. This is Teal Town After Dark. Good evening, everyone. It is April 14th, 2025. Have you done your taxes yet? Hopefully you have. All right. Just a reminder for you. But what's more painful than taxes? I don't know. Another Sharks loss by a 1-goal margin. Well, let's welcome you to Teal Town After Dark, your live interactive Sharks postgame. We do this after every game, home and away. So if you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app right now. Of course, we want you to follow us on the social, whether it's YouTube, Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, you name it, you love it. Find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod, hit us up at Venmo at tealtownusa. With that, I am joined by Jules.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
There was a game.
All right. So Jules didn't watch the game.
No, I did. I'm joking. No, I mean, that was a kind of a boring game. And then the parts where it kind of was entertaining, Vancouver was kind of the one making it entertaining. Not like fully, but like, look at the shots. Like,
yeah. I mean,
there's only so many ways to polish this and not the most boring way possible.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those ones where you were hoping that the Sharks would come with enough offense. That didn't show up tonight.
No, I think they left it all in the Minnesota.
Yeah, I think precisely. Georgiev gave them a chance to win until he lets in 2 softies. Let's be honest here.
He had a solid game until like the fucking 2-1s where it's like you should have that, just didn't. Now, granted, both of those leading up to those goals, the Sharks were in the defensive zone for, I believe, 6,000 minutes. So, I'll say that on that front. But even then, like, both those goals were, that first one, I don't even know what the hell happened. Like, I don't know if he just missed the puck. Also, why is Carlson that open in front of your net?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, let's get right into it.
We need to?
Yes, we do. This is why it's called a post-game show for a reason, Jules.
There's other shit to talk about. I'm just saying.
That's what we call a tease. We'll let that marinate, and we'll get to that in just a jiffy. First period, nothing really happened. There was a double minor to Cagnoni that the Sharks killed off, so good on them.
Yeah, their penalty kill wasn't shit today. Good job.
Good job. Yeah, I know. Good job. Right? Who's a good Sharks penalty kill? Yes, you are. Second period, we get Macklin Celebrini on the power play. Would be the only Sharks goal of the night. I know Felix and I are going back and forth when we were gifting this game, but that release.
That release is just disgusting. Like, we surround this guy with an actual defensive core, and we'll be covering way more wins in, like, soon. Give it
next
like
season.
2 years. Yeah, next season, and then after that. No, look, like, that was we knew Celebrini is good. Like, yes. It's nice to see, and I thought, like, the kids had their flashes today. So
Celebrini takes over the rookie goal scoring lead over that guy from Philly. I forget what it is.
Who?
Michkov. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And by the way, Montreal didn't get their playoff spot clinched. Oh no!
Yeah, Montreal, you gotta. I know though. So now Columbus, I think, has to win both games in
We'll
regulation, and Montreal has to lose however many games
we'll
they
get to
have.
that. We'll
Okay,
we'll
I
get to
I'm just avoiding apparently talking about the Sharks. So
that. I mean, we could talk about your ball hockey team, but
we also lost, but we actually put up shots. I think I don't remember. Anyways, go ahead.
uh, former Sharks draft pick Linus Carlson would tie it up, as Jules mentioned earlier, and then
Noted Sharks and Kuda killer.
yes, Sharks did have a power play before then where Georgiev had to save their ass because it just could not get anything going. And yeah, like guys, the puck goes the other way.
Yeah, it's funny. Georgie, like I said, he's weird, but like he has moments where he's like, "Holy crap, what a save!" And then he has moments where he like the Linus
What's the same?
Carlson goal or the overtime winner where it's like the flukiest bounce, and I'm like, "Yep, that's internet. That makes sense."
I kind of find it funny that the puck bounces over the glass and then
I
bounces
also
into
kind
an
of
unsuspecting
find it
net.
funny that it literally bounces over his shoulder. Whee!
Uh,
Uh,
that would be your game winner.
Guys, it's 81 games. We're trying. We're trying. We made it this far. This is Puckguy's last show though of the season.
No, it isn't. I'm with you on Wednesday,
No,
silly.
you're at the game on Wednesday, silly.
At the game, silly.
Oh, you're joining us from the tank on Wednesday. Oh, that's why you.
Does somebody not
Oh
read their text messages?
no, actually,
Oh
I
my
skimmed all my
god.
text messages.
Yeah, if it was somebody else.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
just
Puckguy.
saying. Okay, just saying. Okay. All right. Okay.
You done? You done?
I'm done. I'm
Also,
done.
half the Oilers aren't playing, and the Kings are demolishing the Oilers 5-0.
Which would, if I'm not mistaken, would
Clinch them home
clinch.
ice, I believe.
Yeah, which would make Wednesday irrelevant in the Shark Tank
I
for
would like to
anything.
thank the Kings though because they are single-handedly loving my fantasy team. I now have a 10-point lead in the finals. So thank you.
Good job. Congrats, my dear.
Thank you. We
Thank
can
you.
talk about the game. What were we saying about the game?
Now you want to talk about the. Oh, wow. I
Look,
love it.
like
I love it when I can embarrass her. You know how many times she embarrasses me off the air? It's
I don't do it on the air though. Like
I
I'm
don't.
nice.
This is
Also, thank you to all the 51 of you who are listening to this. I genuinely like thank you. Um Secondly, like I don't embarrass Puckeye on the air.
just in front of everybody else.
We have Jerry F super chat, buddy.
Oh yes, let's get to all that. Yes, uh, Jerry, a $5 super chat. Thanks, Eric, for reaching out earlier today about the San Diego earthquake. We were shaken but not stirred, unlike our defense tonight. Thanks, Teal Town, USA. Appreciate
Uh,
it. All the best. I know Landy's in San Diego. Our good friend Chris JWS lives out there as well. So we hope you all are okay. It sounds like nothing major happened in San Diego, so glad that's all okay. Yeah. So let's look at this. AA Sports, Warsaw and this team are allergic to Canadian teams. If they lose to an Oiler team resting their entire team, I will lose it. He better get this act together next year. This trend is not sustainable.
well, I will just point this out, and this is not an excuse, it's a fact. Um, the Sharks are just killing any viable defenseman the Cuda have left, and the Sharks are killing all the forwards the Cuda have left. So, like, listen, like the Oilers are probably going to rest half their players. I'd expect the Sharks to win that game. Naturally, they're going to lose that game, piss everyone off, and we can go into the offseason feeling like shit. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Oilers resting a lot of their guys. They don't have Matthias Ekholm from the start. If the Kings don't pull this off this year, I don't know what to tell Kings fans. Like,
meaning like get out of the first round against Edmonton?
yes, because Edmonton, I don't even know who they have back at this point for the first round.
Yeah, I mean, Ekholm is definitely out for the first round.
Honestly, that Jake Wallman acquisition now looks so good.
Oh, that's huge. If he's okay, because he wasn't
Yeah, he's
playing
also
last
out.
time. So we'll see how that goes.
There was another thing I wanted to 37 one goal from Michael here. 37 one goal losses if we win. If we won half, we would be contenders for a wild spot. Hopefully build on that next year. Big money might go in. Yeah, and that's the thing I think people forget, because lately it's been a lot of blowout. Not even blowouts. It's just been like weird games.
Mhm.
But like the Sharks win, I don't know, 10 of those, 12 of those.
Yeah.
We're having a different conversation. You know, we're ending like fifth, or I'm not going to do math on the spot. Fight me. I don't care. It's like, let's say it's 12, right? So that's 24 points. How many points do we have right now? Like,
Me too. So I mean, honestly, we'd be in the conference wild card race. I mean, we'd just be fighting Seattle to be closer to
yeah,
seventh
like,
place in the Pacific.
and would we be as mad? Probably, but like it would sting less because we moved up in the standings. But I'm just saying, like, you look at that, I'm sure Greer will look at that, and all of the analytical humans will look at that, and all of them will yell at me like that's bullshit. But you look at that, and like that's something the Sharks can build on for next season. You score 2 goals in any of those games, you add, you know, you add a little bit more firepower to your team, whether that's a guy like Nikolai Ehlers or Mitch Marner, who also can play defense. We should not do that,
Apparently,
but apparently he's playing defense. Like,
the
you know what I
opposite of
mean?
Brent Burns.
No flying starfish from Marner, I'd hope.
I hope not, but but yeah, if you take 19, that would be 38 points, which would put them at 90, which would be putting them right where Vancouver's at in the playoff race. Just a little bit more, you're right over it. So
I don't believe we have the choice of what I'm assuming it's the next year's one. I don't remember the conditions on that pick though.
I
So
believe it's next year's first round pick for Jake Wallman.
not mad about it.
Yeah, it is. It is the 2026 conditional first round pick.
What are the
Unless they,
conditions on it?
I believe, if they were to trade that first round pick, oh, I got it right here. Thank you,
It becomes a
Puckguy.
2027.
Yeah, so if the selection is in the top 12, Edmonton may choose to transfer their 2027 first round selection to San Jose instead. Should Edmonton choose to trade the 2027 first rounder prior to the 2026 trade deadline, their 2026 first round selection will transfer to San Jose unconditionally. So basically, if they go for it all in and send their 2027 first before the trade deadline next year, then the conditions are off.
So everyone pray to God that Edmonton does that, because an unprotected 2027 first round pick in the year of our Lord Landon Dunpot, I believe. Not saying that's going to end up in being Landon Dunpot, but I'm just saying, you know, whatever. It's not saying we should tank. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, pray for the downfall of Edmonton if they trade the 2026 pick.
It's one of those things where if they're trading their first round pick, they're probably going all in.
We've seen a team go all in before and then the next year fall off a cliff.
So. Well, yes, that's why you see all these conditions.
San Jose. Well, Pittsburgh didn't give up third overall, but point being, yeah, we'll see what Edmonton does. It'll be interesting. They still have Wallman. They need to sign Bouchard. I don't know if Ekholm is still signed. This has become an Oilers After Dark, about a 5-0 loss. So, you know, why not?
Well, great. Now you're becoming an Oilers fan. Great.
No, I could never.
As long as you don't root for Evander Kane, jeez.
No.
Let's get to some of the comments in the chat. Brian Bishop. Okay, now that we locked up last place, I'm sick of losing. What was that?
The most boring game of the season. I don't even like. It's not even that the Sharks didn't have possession. It's just like, I think JD tweeted this out in the first period. Like, no team wanted to win. It felt like.
It's like that South Park episode where they're playing Little League baseball. It seems like, and it's like, ooh, the winner advances. Like, we want to enjoy our summer, but
like at this point, like the Sharks have 30 firsts locked up. I'm assuming the Blackhawks have 30.
No, we got 32nd locked up.
Sorry,
silly.
The Sharks have 32nd. Yeah, it was my brain was looking at 10 and 9. The Sharks have 32nd locked up. The Blackhawks have 31st locked up. The Preds have the 30th locked up. Seattle and Anaheim are kind of vying. I'm just looking at the West. I'm sorry. Please hold. I'm a fucking idiot.
Wow, that's something to admit.
Sorry, Boston exists. So yeah, Boston has the 29th spot. Like a lot of the spots here are solidified. Actually, between Boston and the Kraken, they're gonna fight over that, and like the Flyers. So it'll be interesting, right? Buffalo has went on a hot streak and ruined their possibility of drafting Porter Martone, which is really funny to me. Yeah, Bruins might end up with a top 3 pick. Porter Martone, have fun being a Boston Bruin. Tell me that doesn't fit. 6. How tall is Porter Martone? 6'3". Like, get have fun with pasta.
Yeah. So Sharks. 1, 2, 3 are clinched already. San Jose, Chicago, Nashville. That's clinching the best odds. Everything else is still up in the air. Boston with a game to go at 75. Seattle at 76. Philly at 76, Buffalo at 77.
Dude, their last 10, 6-3-1. The other last 10, 0-7-3, 3-5-2, 2-8, 3-7-2, 5-4-1, 5-3-2-1, 6-3-1. Buffalo, if you're gonna suck, but like don't suddenly start getting good at the end of the season. I mean, this is what they never mind. I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah. The
we
tough.
Have quotes. Sorry.
Yes, we do. Lost 10 in a row for the Sharks. Congrats. I think that's the first time this season. The Rangers, they're protected 1-13.
Do they have to give up that pick unless it's like a fucking 1-2 pick?
Boy, did they look out on that one, right? Oh boy.
What trade is that? Dude, does Vancouver have that pick or does it Montreal? Or is that part of the JT trade?
I
feel like that. Well, Puckguy. Well, I bully Puckguy to look that up because I'm too lazy. I'll read the quotes.
Go for it.
It's not ideal taking a flight on game day, but it's pretty easy to get up for a game like this. Luca Cagnoni. Pretty special to have 2 hometown guys make the score sheet. Yep, Luca Cagnoni got an apple. I remember watching games here when I was a kid. Seeing the rink from the ice is pretty cool, and hearing my name. PK was really good. 2 straight games that we locked in. Guys have stepped up and understood. George was real good and gave us a chance, especially when we were on our heels. So like the entire game. We didn't have anyone that was winning faceoffs. It's tough when you're not winning those draws. I mean, you also have children on the faceoff dot. Except like I don't know who you're like. Goodrow, Delanger are never gonna win you draws. Like they're just not, I think, that good in faceoffs. When you have possession in OT, you have to keep it or so. Thank you for the obvious. When you have a lead, you can't give up chances and rushes. It's got to stop happening. Celebrini, maybe future captain. We'll get into that later. JT, thank you. So JT Miller trade is.
Yeah, it's JT Miller trade. I was just letting you.
Oh, Doug Wilson, you mother trucker made this less fun.
Oh, stop. So it is conditions top 13 protected slice of 2026 unprotected, or the Rangers can elect to convey 2025 if it is in the top 13. Basically, they have a choice: either give the Canucks the top 13 pick or send an unprotected 2026.
Oh, fun times.
I don't know when they're supposed to do that, but
I'm sure after the draft lottery.
Yep. So we will see how that goes. Indeed. AJ, thank you. I think my Scarlet went out just a moment ago. So so the Sharks lose 2-1. Demidov 1 goal, 1 assist today. Hudson got another assist. And the Habs still haven't clinched. Let's reiterate again. So Columbus wins their final 2, and it has to be in regulation, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Habs can't pick up a point.
So yeah, the Habs have 1 game left at 89 points, and they can't pick up. The Habs can't pick up a point because Columbus has 2 games in hand. So 85 plus 4, that's 89. And they have the tie. No, wait. Who has the tiebreaker? I'm assuming it's Columbus because they're still not dead though.
Right. If Columbus wins out, they'll have.
Oh yeah, they'll have the more regulation wins. So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, Habs basically have to win their next game. like if they lose in Columbus, like honestly, Columbus just has to win out here. I mean, I'm shocked Columbus isn't dead, but good for the Habs for at least getting a point today, because then it would have been real interesting. Because then you don't have that 4-point cushion. Then Columbus could, you know, win one, get one to OT, and still make it. You know what I mean?
Right. And so
Actually, may not. The math might. You know what I mean? Whatever.
I think if Columbus can. Yeah, Columbus needs to get more points, and they can
their
only match
schedule?
89. So basically, they need both wins in regulation. Otherwise, it won't do anything for them.
What is their
In
schedule?
the West, well, Jules is looking up something. Winnipeg wrapped up the President's Trophy. Vegas has Pacific. So Dallas, Colorado's already set. LA, Edmonton is set. And like Jules was saying earlier, LA's on the way to securing home ice in round one, which I would assume starts on Sunday, since they have that last game to make up with the Flames due to the fires on Thursday, which could be huge for the Flames because the Flames are still hanging in there at 92 with their win against the Sharks last night.
So again, two very interesting wild cards. Real quick though, Columbus is playing the Flyers and the Islanders. Montreal is playing Carolina. I know who I'm picking, who has the easier schedule there, but it depends if Carolina decides to rest people. You know what I mean? Like if Carolina rests half of their roster for playoffs, like, you know, Montreal has a shot. Like Montreal could easily win that game. And regarding St. Louis and Calgary, like, who is Calgary playing? They're playing Vegas and LA.
Vegas has nothing to play for. LA now has nothing to play for.
LA has nothing to play for. And who's the other team? St. Louis. I believe they're playing tomorrow because I have Jordan Binnington in fantasy. And they're playing Utah.
Which could give them a fight.
Utah's been weird. I don't know how they've been in their last 10, but like they've been all right. They've definitely made progress.
6-2-2. They've won 2 in a row, by the way.
Yeah. So like Utah can give people fits. We've seen it. Like Seattle had a horrid loss to Utah. Now Seattle's not Calgary, who's vying for a playoff spot, but they had a horrid 7-0 loss to them. So we'll see what happens.
Who does Minnesota have?
Tiger, I'm cursing the entire playoffs. Minnesota has Anaheim tomorrow, and that's it.
All right. So that'll be interesting to see. I mean, honestly, in the East, I think basically the Leafs pick up a point. They win the division in their final 2 games. Washington's secured the Metro, and then it's just about the East, and then we'll be pretty much set for the East. And the West, you know, like we said, Dallas, Colorado, LA, Edmonton already know they're playing each other. Vegas is waiting on who the first wild card is, whether it's Minnesota, St. Louis, or even Calgary for that matter, if both St. Louis and Minnesota just fall apart.
Imagine. Real quick here, Brian Bishop on it. If the Sharks get the first pick this year, they can't finish the first pick. So no. It's a weird rule. You have to move up. So if the Sharks landed 3rd and then moved up 2 years in a row, or like they were 4th and then moved up, then they can't finish like first again. Like they can't win the lottery again. But since the Sharks have the best odds, like they can't really move up, right? So they just stay at the best odds.
Yeah.
But good question though, because I know it's a weird rule and the NHL doesn't explain it right. So
right. So it's been one of the ones I've been confused about, but apparently, you know, the Sharks didn't necessarily quote unquote win the draft lottery last year.
You have the best odds, you don't really win it, right? You just the odds were in your favor.
And if they win it again, they still haven't won a lottery. So go figure.
But if Chicago wins this year's lottery, they've won twice in 5 years, so they wouldn't be able to for a bit.
And then we will be talking about Gavin McKenna, hopefully not until March of next year.
No, we're just talking about Gavin McKenna becoming a Penguin. So
oh gosh. All right. With that being said, let's move on to the news that broke earlier today. And that is the Sharks have announced a 1:30 press conference on Tuesday.
Can I say something before we get to this. I'm pissed this got leaked before the player was able to announce it. I'm not going to blame who did it. I'm not going to say who did it. But I'm just saying, I get it. I get that's your job, whatever. I feel like with this kind of information, though, you just let the player say it. You don't have to be the first one on it. That's all.
Well, that's the thing for some people. They like to be the first. And that person who initially announced it likes to be the first.
I'm aware.
I mean, love.
Beef between it. No beef. Not causing beef. Just saying,
I mean, spoiler alert: Seattle Kraken expansion draft, for crying out loud. But then again, you can be wrong. Just ask Kevin LeBanc about how he going on waivers before the beginning of last season. He just sat in the doghouse most of the year. I digress. But let's talk about another guy that was on the ice for that 5-minute power play, and that is Logan Couture, who we are now going to say we are hearing multiple reports that he is going to announce his retirement. Of course, Couture drafted 9th overall in the 2007 draft. Look at that face before his teeth got broken. Like how many times?
So many.
His first goal against Chris Osgood, of all people. And of course, got robbed of the 2011 Calder Trophy with a 32 goal, 24 assists, 56 point effort. I mean, Jules, 933 games, over 700 points. I mean, first Shark to record 30 goals in his first 2 seasons, and we haven't even touched the playoffs.
No, I mean, we haven't even touched the playoffs, but he was a beast, right? Like for a very long time, like even during that Sharks Cup run, like I know it was Pavs and all that crew, but like his playoffs were like insane. Like he was a playoff beast. Like not to mention Game 7, but Game 7, look who goes and points to the bench and is like, "That's one," right? And then gets the boys riled up. Like I know Jumbo also spoke, I'm pretty sure, but he's the one who kind of started that.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, his second goal in that Game 7, forever immortalized. I think AJ has an incredible picture that he got signed of just Couture.
30 goals in 2016 in the playoffs.
30 points in 2016.
My bad.
Yeah, 30 points in 2016. Didn't even play in the Cup final and was still the leading goal scorer in the 2019 playoffs. Led or tied for team playoff scoring 4 times. I mean, you look at the numbers that Dangle put up on Twitter earlier. I mean, the dude, I feel awful that he never got a chance to get back into the playoffs again because Couture was clutch. I mean, Couture was the trending hashtag before Calder Bringy, for crying out loud.
No, look, like I do want to say I'm kind of glad we got some we're getting some news tomorrow, like on what happened, what's going on with Couture, because it was radio silent there for a bit. I know everyone got pissed off at him for missing picture day, which that's I get it, but no need for that. Like with this, we'll get some clarity. I feel bad for the guy, right? Like he's like, this is not a way a player wants to end their career, right? You know what I mean? And like, I really wish we got him the cup there in 2016, 2019, and the infamous 2014, which felt like our year. So yeah.
It was tough. AA Sports with the Couture news, Vlasic, Goodrow, who returned after winning the cup with the Lightning, are the last remaining players from the golden generation. Truly an end of an era.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, you look at that 2019 blue line, like Burns, Carlson were traded. Braun was retired. My God, what's his face? Ryan, I don't know where he's at. I'm pretty sure he's out, but or no, he signed with the Canes affiliate, I believe.
Oh, Joachim Ryan?
Yeah, Joachim Ryan.
Oh, yes. Never forget him. The battle between who should we have, Paul Martin or Joachim Ryan? Yeah. AA Sports, I agree with Jules. Should have let Logan announce himself, but the media will be the media.
Yeah, and I get that. Like, that's their job, right? I just, in certain situations, it frustrates me because I'm like, this is someone's person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. MJ, sad for Cooch. He's the first player I ever liked on the Sharks when I started being a fan. Yep.
He was
Um,
clutch.
yeah. Simcast, so sad for Couture. Father time. Yeah. Father
Father time
Father
can be
time
the real
always
key
wins.
word, eh?
Yeah. So is it actually a retirement or a unable to play hockey, aka LTIR?
I'm assuming the unable to play hockey ladder, because that way Couture can still get paid. Because I was really, when it first was announced that he was retiring, I was like, he's giving up all that money? Question mark.
Right.
So I'm assuming. Thank you, Kevin Lacey, for clarifying this. I'm assuming it's like unable to play hockey, which is basically quote for I'm going to become Shea Weber,
Weber.
Shea
Whoa.
Weber, and chill on LTIR.
Should have
Sure,
gotten
he'll
the
get
silver.
traded yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Should have gotten a silver stick 2 seasons ago. Completely agree. I mean, just tough. Simcast, I don't imagine any Shark wears 39 and 44, soon maybe 8-2. I think they'll be available. They won't be retired.
Yeah, I
Because
don't think. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I totally interrupted you. That was on me. Go for it.
I was gonna say, I mean, if we're not having 39, 44, or 8, I will come back with 20, 32, and 11 as well. But that's where the Sharks need to have their Ring of Honor. So Jonathan Becker, friend of the show.
44, I could see an argument for just putting that out there, but I could see it happening. I'm not saying I agree with it. I could see a world where that happens, but
Yeah.
I don't think we need to retire. I love Couture to death. I would not be shocked if no one wears that number just out of respect for him for a while, but I don't think that number will get retired.
Yeah, I mean, it took a year or so for the Sharks to distribute 88. I can't see 8 being distributed for a while. Although 48 was readily
48
available for
was,
Eric
for
Goldcamp.
Eric Goldcamp, future stud. Yeah, also the captaincy, like Miguel's bringing up, is now open.
Yep. And so let's get to our poll question on here right now. And that is, who gets to see?
Oh,
I had your choices were Ferraro.
no.
You had Ferraro, Toffoli, Celebrini, or other. And to the 61 who voted, 54% said Tyler Toffoli.
I agree.
Celebrini, 31%.
Too early.
Other 8%, Ferraro 6%. And the reason why I put Ferraro in there is because Ferraro's essentially been the pseudo captain of this team while Couture's been out and Hurdle's gone.
Yes. But you're forgetting a man walked into the Sharks dressing room and adopted 2 children. And that man is Tyler Toffoli. Like, honestly, a under the radar pick could be Eklund.
Ooh.
Like a really under the radar, like if this happens, the Sharks are big braining it. But I don't see that happening just because Tyler Toffoli's contract ends in 3 years?
Yeah.
So by that time, Celebrini's he's no longer a child. He can legally drink at that age, and I feel like when you can legally drink, it's appropriate to give you the captaincy. It would just be a smooth transition from Toffoli. We can move on from Toffoli to Celebrini, and just in my opinion, and imagine how cute that would be. And also, I think Ferraro might be getting traded, so let's not do that, please.
Well, I mean, but my point is that he has been the guy.
He has, but Tyler Toffoli walked in and was like, "Look at me," and adopted 2 children. That is literally the future of the Sharks.
Yeah,
and I could 100% getting Eki. Again, that was an off the board pick. In a group chat today, people were like saying Shakir Mukamadulin, and I was laughing. They're saying it as a joke, but it was funny to me. No, look, Eki, I think will get an A. If I had to pick next year's leadership group, because the Sharks love 5 A's and 4 A's and a C. It's as much as I hate it, it's probably Barclay Goodrow. The guy got an A this year. He's probably going to keep that A. It's probably Alexander Wenberg until he gets traded at the deadline. it's probably a guy like Eklund, and it's probably Ferraro with Toffoli having the C. Maybe at the trade deadline, once Ferraro's traded, they throw on an A on Celebrini, kind of like what the Hawks did with Bedard this year.
Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. Toffoli A, Eki
Toffoli
A.
C. Toffoli
Or
C.
sorry, Toffoli C.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
Toffoli C.
But Toffoli C, Eki A, Selly A. I could see them doing A. I mean, Sidney Crosby was an A for his second season. Or no, I think he got it like in the middle of his first season, if I'm not mistaken.
Bedard?
No, Crosby.
Okay. Yeah, Crosby
and then-
got it early.
and so did Landeskog, and so did McDavid. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
No, you know what? We should. I agree. Back to 6 A's like the older days.
Yes, make 1 C, 2 A's great again.
I mean, if they do that, just go Eki and Ferraro and just avoid the trading part when you trade Wenberg inevitably or something, unless the Sharks are,
Yeah,
not saying they're going to sell the whole team, but you get what I'm saying.
Right. So
But,
thank you.
If he's not going to re-sign, you may as well get assets. So
Right. But Simcast making a good point here. If we think we know Sully's going to be the captain, why wait? He's already dapping guys up after the game like a true leader.
It's just, in my opinion, it's too I don't like, if the Sharks make him captain, I will not be upset about it. I feel like that's, again, like putting the C on an 18-year-old to me just doesn't feel right. Because you have a guy in Tyler Toffoli who can, for 3 years, hold on to it, and you can put the A on Celebrini and have Toffoli like mentor Celebrini, and then at that point you can have Smith be an alternate also. You know what I mean? Because Smith's a quiet assassin, like JD calls him that, and I agree. He's quiet. He's never gonna get the full spotlight because of Celebrini, but like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I mean Patty was kind of a semi-quiet leader. I mean. And then we saw Pavelski go off in the Stadium Series film and then go in there. Miguel Chavez, would he be the youngest captain in NHL history?
Landeskog was 19 or 18.
I think Landeskog was 19,
He's 18 right now.
And,
yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, it would be interesting if Couture retires and the next thing you know, you throw a C on whoever for the final game. That would be interesting.
I think if they casually just threw a C without saying anything, people would have a mental freak out. Because if Celebrini skates onto the ice with a C on his jersey, don't think Twitter is not running, or X.
Well, and that's the thing. That'd be
Somehow
huge.
we went from peas and carrots to milk and cookies. Listen, if Tyler Toffoli gets named captain, I'm expecting Celebrini and Smith to bring him some milk and cookies to the press conference. All right.
Well, here's my question though. Let's do cookie power rankings before we get out of here.
Are you joking? What are the cookies?
You wanted to talk about oceans. I
always want to talk about oceans. Ian and I didn't get a chance this year to talk about oceans enough.
We have an off season of stuff to.
We have Barracuda playoffs.
Yeah. Yes, I can't wait for that as well. So, AA Sports at the same time, Georgiev. I had a 94% save percentage tonight. Meanwhile, Sharks fans like, no, Georgiev. Don't think that means well.
Jake Allen, you are going to make a great Shark.
Or welcome back, Vitek Vanacek.
No, Goody will not become the captain of this team. With the way he got acquired, I doubt it.
Yeah, no.
Guy in his power ranking cookies. Oh, sorry.
Just really getting this in the chat. Sorry, and then we will go into it. Draft lottery, May 4th, Sunday, or May 5th. From what we've heard, I think AJ mentioned Chris Johnston on the Pucknologist Sunday night. It's either May 5th or 6th. It'll be kind of before the beginning of the second round of the playoffs.
So everyone hope Puckguy is stuck in traffic again and late, because that's how we won last time. I filmed the sickest video and we put it under My Heart Will Go On.
You're welcome. That was overtaken by the Celebrini Smith TikTok I put up last week as the most liked on our TikTok.
Oh, boo! Unlike it, people. Unlike it. I'm joking. You know I love you.
Wow.
All right.
She
are we
starts
power
a ball
ranking
hockey.
cookies?
She does a ball hockey podcast. Next thing you know, she's like, unlike things. What the hell?
Yeah, go
All
listen
right.
to that ball hockey podcast.
Okay. Power rankings for cookies. Go.
M&M. Oh, chocolate chip. Just a plain chocolate chip is
Okay.
number 1 for me. M&M cookies are number 2 for me. Shout out for those of you who you know. And then, are we just talking like regular cookies? Cause I see Oreos in the chat. Is
Well,
that counted a cookie?
you don't think an Oreo is a cookie?
Well,
An
now
Oreo is a cookie.
I mean, to me, yeah, I guess, yeah. And then Oreo 3. Why not?
What?
I, for some odd reason, forgot Oreos were cookies. All right.
Are you okay?
I'm so tired. Okay, Tiger, I'm about to fight you. Why did I curse the organization?
Oh.
Listen, it's not my fault Thomas Bordeleau played a singular game and then got injured, okay?
Thank you, AJ.
Listen, I forgot they were cookies, okay? My brain forking melted for a second. Okay,
Oh,
listen,
man.
Oreo then is at 1, chocolate chip is at 2, M&M is at 3. All right.
Okay, you have that. I will go Oreo 1, Thin Mints 2,
fuck.
chocolate chip 3. That's how I look at it.
Have you tried an M&M cookie before?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't like them?
They're fine.
How about the Cookie Monster cookies, like the ones that just have everything on it and it's insane?
I mean, yes, but I miss Mother's oatmeal cookies. Those were awesome.
Oatmeal cookies are elite.
Yeah, especially dipped in milk.
Tim Tams. Oh my god, the one time I went. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Oh my god. AJ line change for Jules.
No, we're getting out of here right now.
Are we?
Yes.
No, I think people love this. There's 80 people listening to this, Puckguy.
I know, but we're about to.
Hold up, I want to address this. Jules thinks a hot dog is a sandwich, but no, a hot dog is not a sandwich. Let me clarify that. And I forgot Oreos were cookies. Fork off.
Oh man.
Ball hockey because Jules will knock you into the boards and tell you to have lunch on your own. I have done that before. Not fully, but I have knocked people into the boards. We did a pickup game. And I'm sorry if this man is listening to whom I knocked into the boards, because I think he was like a get, like he wasn't part of Bash or something. And I fully just shouldered him into the boards. Am I on thin ice? I'm always on thin ice. You should try and see me skating, dude. It's
we're gonna get Jules and Amanda on skating.
Jules would put pineapple on pizza with work. Okay, hold up. Pineapple on pizza, that's fine. Add Oreos to it, I'm gonna throw up.
Shoot. Well, Jonathan Becker, if you're watching, you know who to talk to tomorrow at the press conference about pineapple on pizza. Okay.
Oh yeah. Hi Becker, if you're watching this.
Always good stuff. All right.
I swear I forgot Oreo was a cookie. Please
All right.
All right, hear me out, buddy. I had like a 5-goal game last Tuesday, if you just saying. So, we're getting controversial. Technically, an Oreo is a cookie sandwich.
Okay, now we're just boy.
Well, if you think about it, it's a cookie. It's a cookie, and then it's layered with like filling, and then it's another cookie. Like it's like an ice cream sandwich, right? Like you don't call that ice cream. It's a cookie or like a brownie, whatever you want, and then ice cream.
Now you're making me hungry for a Pizookie, okay?
The sandwich debate is insane.
Yes.
It's like a giant Oreo.
All right, Semcast, let's get back on track here.
AJ, wait. I will absolutely talk my way out of this, all right?
Semcast, who would you pick at number 1? Are you taking Misa or for sure Schaefer? And I'll add on to this. Who do you go if you lose both spots?
Oh, you're making me think. Okay.
Sorry. Not sorry.
How dare you? No, I'm joking. I'll just go 1, 2, 3, just down the line.
Do it.
1, I take Schaefer. The Sharks have a ton of good forwards. Like I'm not super worried about their forwards and like prospect pools, so they're fine. Schaefer, Misa at 2. That gives you a reliable 2C. I can't. This chat is too much. That gives you a reliable 2C. And then if I'm at 3, James Higgins has fallen off a bit for me. I take Porter Martone at 3.
All
And
right.
I say Porter, meet Macklin. Macklin, meet Porter. Enjoy.
Fair enough.
Yourself?
I'm kind of with you. I think in like Paul Medina saying Schaefer 1, Misa 2, Martone 3.
And Oreo cookie at 4. Yeah. That's the draft order, boys and girls.
All right. And on that note, we will wrap this bad boy up. In case you missed anything, where you want to watch this again, because trust me, you totally want to talk about Oreos again. Check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcast. The audio version will be up shortly. If you are watching us on the replay, thank you very much. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below on what you thought of tonight's game or your favorite cookies for that matter, and tell all your friends. Appreciate each and every one of you on this one. Jules, 81 down, one more to go.
Thank God.
I'm sure we'll break down types of sandwiches on the next show. Hopefully,
Well, it's me and Landy next show, so I'm sure. Oh, and Puck. Dude, you're not sign up on the spreadsheet, okay? What do you want me to
bet you money? It's on there right now. You can owe me another $100.
I'm not owing.
And my hands are right here.
You just said Puckguy at the game. That doesn't mean anything.
In the third spot, you did. Oh my God.
Well, that still doesn't. Oh, okay. All right.
God.
Anyways, my final thoughts. An Oreo is not a cookie, and I'm joking. An Oreo is a cookie. That's my And regarding the Sharks, look, this season's almost over. At some point, this is going to be over. And Wednesday is the final game. Let's try to enjoy it. Let's try to not end the season on an 11-game losing streak, because I will not be happy. I'll probably be fine, but I still won't be happy. But
no, but going to an 11-game losing streak would be awful. I mean, and honestly, if they lose in regulation, it'll be their 50th regulation loss. Let's try to avoid that at least.
Yeah.
So, for Jules, I am Puckguy. We will be back with you tomorrow in some sort, following the Logan Couture press conference. Our Jules will be there, and she is volunteered to go. I think she said go live afterwards. So
maybe if I can make it work, yes, maybe.
Yes. If not, we'll just upload it afterwards. And then Wednesday for the season finale of the Sharks edition of Teal Town After Dark. We will be on for Barracuda After Dark following every Barracuda playoff game.
We are.
The entire journey.
Oh, boy.
The entire journey. That's right.
Oh, boy.
Yes. So be on the lookout for that.
Boys and girls.
And everybody in between. We love you. We appreciate you. Well, say hi to me at the game if you're there. And until then, keep it real. Keep it teal. Keep it real, Teal. Have a great night, everyone. Enjoy those Oreos. And apparently, Christy Yamaguchi is going to be the skating coach for Porter Martone. All right. Thanks, Paul. Or thanks, the guy and his dogs. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you tomorrow and for the finale on Wednesday. Good night. Good night. Good night.